Hello, 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 hello. So currently I am live on YouTube. So let me check. Let me check for Kick also. I am starting to go live on Kick also. I'm live on Kick. So yesterday I started my first stream. Yes, I'm audible. So plan was to go live on all three platforms, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. But I couldn't do so. There was some error showing on Twitch, and it's still showing some error. It's showing failed to start output. It's possible that encoder doesn't start. So currently I am live on Twitch, no, Kick and YouTube. So today in the morning, around 12:05, I remember I started my first stream, and I got so much overwhelmed that I couldn't speak what I really wanted to speak about. So now currently I would start speaking about what I really wanted to speak in that stream. So around 20 days ago, I started a challenge, 300 days challenge. As you can see the title also. So I would be go again. I would be starting that challenge. So exactly 8th August. Exactly on 7th of September, I made some notes and I planned accordingly. So on 7th of September, I planned about that 300 days challenge, and I started from 8th of September, and I did completed it almost around for a week, around 12th or 13th, I remember. And after that, I was during at that time around 12th or 13th of September, just after 1 week of starting that challenge, I was just feeling very low, as I wasn't even able to complete 50% of the things task which I planned to do during this challenge. So also, not only that, but soon around that time, I still remember around 12th, 13th, my father had a very high fever. So I just got engaged in taking care of him. for almost around 2 to 3 days. He recovered, and then I got that viral and fever myself. Then it took me around 3 to 4 days to recover me myself also. Then after that, I just got really demotivated that the challenge which I was planning to complete for almost 300 days, and I just stopped it in between. I also, which I still remember, I also posted around 12 days continuously on Instagram regarding that challenge. So my main motive was to complete few tasks which I wrote down, and I also uploaded a full video regarding that challenge. So the main reason behind starting that challenge was to just start overcoming my fears. One of which was speaking in front of the camera and doing things which I really wanted to do for a very long time, but I couldn't do so. So I basically, from last 2 years, I've been trying to make YouTube videos, but I couldn't gather even the courage to record a video, proper video, and then just upload it. I tried many times from last 2 years, almost around 600 videos I have tried recorded myself speaking, but I couldn't upload a single video. I uploaded a few in between and then just go blank. So this was the main reason started. I thought that why not to start a challenge, and during that challenge, I do those things which I'm really afraid to do, or face those fears which I'm really facing. Really, I'm struggling with. So also one thing that my English is not so good because I wanted to improve my English. This was also one of the things which I really wanted to do from very long time, and which was to improve my communication skills. But just sitting and just talking for few minutes to my siblings doesn't help much, as majority of the people around me doesn't speak English. So, and at the same time I also wanted to start YouTube. So I thought why not to start the challenge. So in the beginning, around in 2023, when I first tried to start the challenge, my plan was to upload and record my video of just speaking in English and doing some basic routine which I wanted to maintain for a while, but I couldn't do so. So in the beginning, my plan was to just do it for a week, 2 weeks, and just upload the video so that I could overcome the fear of facing the camera, speaking in the camera, and then just upload, so that I could just overcome the fear of so that I could overcome the loop of procrastination which I was procrastinating for a very long time. But then I couldn't do so. I used to record one video in half and then just stop in the middle, and then just stop and shut the camera, and then just days were going on and I used to go back in normal life, but I couldn't upload. Then during those days, I planned that why not to do it for 21 days. Then I planned that I should go for 30 days. And the more I was procrastinating, the more I was keeping in my mind, planning in my mind was actually by himself planning that now if I haven't started the 7 days 1 week challenge, and so many days have passed in between, so let's do for 30 days. Then it went for 60 days, 90 days, 180 days. Now here I am starting for 300 days. So why 300 days, not more or not less? So during those in between, my plan was to just complete the 75 challenge, which I was also planning in between. But then I was just stuck in that loop of just not able to gather enough courage to start doing the challenge, and just sitting and just planning in my head that from one after 1 week I would start recording the video, doing the challenge. So it almost took me around more than even 2 years just to even to press the start button. but almost I can last in September. So currently today is 5th of October 2025, and it's almost 4 p.m. It's 3:55 p.m. in the evening. So last month I gathered courage and I posted my first YouTube video, and then I posted the second YouTube video of that challenge, only 300 days challenge. Then I posted almost 10 to 12 reels on Instagram also of me speaking. I always wanted to overcome my fear of and the shyness of facing the camera, because I knew one thing, that how can I make YouTube videos or do something related to camera and online if I would not overcome my fear. So this was something which I was planning from very long time. So now my plan is from tomorrow I would be starting this 300 days challenge, and it's really important that I'm really getting closer to the D-day, or you can say the time where I'm just running out of time, and I feel the same. Because the problem is that I have been planning to start this from many years, but no one knows that what I wanted to do or what I want to do. And I know that I wanted to create videos, but I couldn't overcome my fear, and then I just keep procrastinating day by day, that one day I would start doing what I really wanted to do. And then days pass by, weeks pass by, and months passed by, and that is something which really hurts me from inside. It makes me feel really bad that no one knows that I'm planning to do, and I know just myself that I want to do, and I couldn't do, and no one is stopping me, and still I couldn't do, just because I feel that right now, like, just I'm feeling very awkward, that I'm not good at communications or not good at something. But the thing I've realized is lately that if I would not be awkward and I would not just start doing something, then how would I get better at this? So this is my last, I would say, final attempt, and I know definitely that this time I would be completing this challenge. In the beginning it is hard. I realized that it's very tough for me to even speak, as whenever I speak something and my mind goes blank, just blank, and I couldn't recover what I was thinking and what I wanted to say. But now I still know one thing, that if I keep going for a very long continuous time and just didn't give up and just don't stop, then I would improve at this. So with this thing, just because of this, I'm starting again. So from tomorrow, which is 6th of October 2025, I would be starting a 300 days challenge. And I have written some things which I wanted to do during this challenge. So my main thing around during this challenge would be to do certain amount of things which I have been really trying to do from a very long time, and do those things consistently for next 300 days. And the main motive behind starting this challenge is not to not mainly just only to achieve those things or the target which I was setting up, but the main idea is just to do those things, because I've realized one thing: the more I procrastinate, the more I have that feeling of regret, that I'm not even starting. I don't know what might be the outcome of this, but I am not even starting the thing which I really want to do. So I just want to overcome the fear of regret and the feeling of regret, that later on that I haven't started now, still now, and I'm just sitting and just thinking in my head for hours to do something, and I'm not just doing. So the main motive behind starting this challenge would be to over just to not feel regretful or feel regret in my head that I haven't even started or tried. So I would be doing this challenge, and I've written few things in my diary which I would be doing, and some things which the habits which I would be breaking during this challenge. Few of them, like not eating junk food, not eating junk food, and doom scrolling on internet, or just carelessly consuming some rubbish on Instagram or any other online platform. So also, this is my diary of 2025. This year I purchased. So I wanted to show one more thing to you guys. Let me just wait for a while. So I this is something which I just got idea from my sister, because my elder sister used to do. Still, I don't know if she is doing or not. While she was preparing for an entrance, and we used to live at home. Currently, though, she's in another city doing her own thing. So she used to write a lot, and she used to also say ask me to write a lot, and whatever I feel, just to write down, make diary or make journals. So in the beginning, I still remember around 3 to 4 years ago, I when I was on the in the beginning of the college, I used to write on some diaries, just random my diaries of school notebooks which were empty. Then in 2020, it all started like in 2024. I purchased my first diary, so that just to my idea was to just to plan days, and plan my every day, and do things which I really wanted to do. They not waste the full day just like doing things randomly and just sitting idly. And because I had many dreams and many things which I really wanted to do separately from what my family wanted to do, wanted me to do. So in 2024, I purchased my first diary, but I didn't even write 10 days. 10 days, so it's too long. I even wrote 3 to 4 days continuously. Not even single month. I even wrote for 3 to 4 days continuously. I used to write for a day and then just disappear for almost a month, 2 months. Then again, I used to write for a day and then disappear for a month, 2 months. Also I bought in. It all started in 2023. 2023, I bought my first diary. This was the first diary which I bought, and I couldn't even write for even 3 days continuously. But I purchased the diary and kept it myself, and I was just in my head thinking that one day would come, and then suddenly I would just start journaling, planning my day, and it will become habit. But I realized something, that if I don't put enough effort, just from my even deep down, you have to put so much effort to just even start doing things which you really want to do. So in 2023, I purchased diary, but even couldn't even didn't even wrote for 3 days continuously. Then came 2024. So in whole 2024, I just almost wrote around 30 pages, 30 for 30 days on different occasions, around 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 days continuously. Then is the current year, which I was really motivated that this year I would make a habit of planning daily and making journal daily, and I would write daily on daily basis. But I still just I would not lie, but this year I improved a lot. I would say I wrote around 30 to 40 days, not continuously, but for weeks, even 4 to 5 days. There were time where I used to write daily for 4 to 5 days continuously, and then take a gap for a month, and then wrote continuously. So one of my challenge during this would be that now currently it's today's 5th of October. So from 6th of October, this challenge would be starting. I would be starting this 300 days challenge. For next 300 days, I would be writing daily. I know it's really tough to do so because I know that in the coming weeks I have a wedding of my cousin coming up, so I might have to leave there. And in India there is no something like you keep a diary with yourself and move along everywhere. So it might be tough, but I will not be breaking this habit. And also one thing you might be wondering or that why I'm sharing this online like here. So my main reason of sharing this here is just because so that I could see back, I could back at this stream later that I have said something which I have to do, and I need to do something because I feel like that when I say something, then there is a of some duty, some responsibility on me to do those things which I said. So even if someone, at least one person who might be seeing or sees this stream, then I just want to make sure with myself that and with that person that these are the things which I would be doing, and I would not stop until I finish those things which I have been saying in this stream. So number one habit which I would be doing during this 300 days challenge from tomorrow would be writing daily. So, and the biggest, and how can I can show to this to you guys is just I would be, so this is the diary which is of 2025. So in this, today is 5th, from tomorrow to till end of this year, which is almost 85, 86 days something, I would be writing daily, and then I would be going on continuously for next 300 days. So also let me check first that what would be the date after, what would be the end date of this challenge. So today's today's 10th, 5th of October. Let me check. So I think I would be around at 89th or 90th day till end of this year. But let me check 300 days from tomorrow. It would be July 1, 2026. I know definitely one thing for sure that if I do this challenge and if I completed this challenge, which I would, because this is the last time I have taken that I would be doing this challenge. After this, I would not just, I would do this challenge, I know for sure, and then I would complete this challenge. And I know one thing, after this challenge, I would just change completely. Like at this moment, you can see that currently I'm struggling with just speaking and couldn't even articulate my thoughts very clearly. But if I do, I know one thing that one thing told you in earlier stream that I used to watch or follow Ronaldo a lot, and he used to say one thing: if you do something very consistently, then even if you didn't know that thing, but you do start doing that thing consistently, then you can become better at it. And that's my goal during this challenge, just to become better at something. So, and the 300 days from tomorrow, if I start from tomorrow, which I am starting from tomorrow, then the end of this challenge would be till on July 1st 2026. So July 1st 2026 would be the end date of this challenge, which would be 300. And let me check till end of this year how many days if I do this till end of this year, because I see in India there were many creators I was seeing on Instagram. They were doing a winter arc challenge, which I really wanted to do last year also and this year also. So I thought, if I am doing this 300 days challenge, then there is no need to do that separately, because I can go long and just extend this challenge for 300 days, and winter arc would come automatically in this challenge. So from tomorrow when I start, it would be 7th day on 34 1st of Jan. So including tomorrow. So 87 days are left in 2025, and I want to just give my best and do things which I've been planning from last many years. And my main target is just, so during this whole challenge of 300 days, my main objective is just to finish this challenge and not have a single regret that I didn't do anything which I planned during this challenge, and just complete this. So now from so today is Sunday. From morning I have been planning. From morning I have been planning for this challenge, that how would I start and what would I do. So I've written few things which I would be doing this during this challenge. So let me share with you guys also. And also one thing, I can't see any chat in here. So if you are someone who is want to ask for something or want to connect with me, you can just type a message in the chat. I'll be watching in between, because I have no experience and no idea how to check the chat in between, because I whenever I go on to chat, then my thought process just break. So I would be checking in between. You can just type a message whatever you want to ask, and whenever I see, I will reply. So this is the diary which I purchased while I started doing this challenge. This challenge which I did on 7th, started from 7th of September. So the main reason why I noticed few reasons why I couldn't complete this challenge earlier. and which were that I wrote so many things which were not possible doing at the same time. Like one of the thing which I realized later was that working out twice a day, which I added in that 300 days challenge, and which became so much hectic for me because I wasn't even working for a week for from last many months, and I just start doing going for a walk and going for running of almost around 1.5 to 2 kilometers twice a day, and then going to library and just going for my studies, which became very hectic. And at the same time I didn't have any idea how to record and what to record and what not to record, because during this challenge earlier I planned that I would be also showing a day in my life kind of vlogs I would be making, so that I could just keep the journal with myself, so later on I could watch. But I thought that it might be easy and I would not face much of a difficulty, but it became so much hectic for me because at the same time also I am learning I am a website developer, so I've been creating websites for many people. So also at the same time I had a client for which I was for him I was posting content on his platforms, online platform, mainly on Instagram and YouTube for his company. So it became so much hectic because I was uploading on his Instagram handle, then his YouTube handle, then my Instagram handle, my YouTube handle. So I got so much, what do I say that word? I got so much fatigued, I would say, so much exhausted that till the end of the day I just. So the main reason I think that I got so much exhausted was that there were a lot of things going on in my mind. Even after I used to plan a day, I used to wake up at 5:30 in the during that challenge, and I plan the things which I would be doing. But still, when I used to do things and start the day, then there were a lot of things going in back of the mind, due to which I couldn't focus on the things in the present which I was doing. So during this challenge, I have selected few things. For example, almost around 6 to 7 things to do and 6 to 7 things to not to do, and I have categorized them on the basis of importance, that how much important are things which I have to do, and then separated rest from them. So I have written in my this diary how many the things which I would do and things I would not do. Not do means I would be breaking those habits during this challenge. So, for example, not consuming sugar. Sugar is something I really not addicted to it, but it is something which is if you are in India and you are from a traditional Indian family, then you know that sugar is like daily intake and normal for us. And I feel like sugar is bad for me, especially because I wanted to reduce my fat, especially on my face. But if I would not stop consuming sugar and the items, especially like cold drinks and all, then how there's a very less chance, because sugar contributes to fats a lot. So one of the things which I would be doing during this 300 days challenge would be that I would not be consuming a single spoon of sugar for next 300 days. This is something very tough, really tough, because I know for a fact that next month I have my very closest cousin's engagement coming up, and then in February I have my same cousin's wedding coming lined up, and there would also be many occasions like New Year and all other occasions where in India. So if you are in India, then there is just normal basic that you have. Even if you buy a single piece of item, mainly on festivals like even in Diwali is also coming up. So it would be very tough to follow this challenge, because not eating sugar for 300 days in India, these are very deadly combo, I would say, because it's really hard to not consume sugar, especially if you are an Indian, because there are so many festivals, weddings, and birthdays are lined up that you can't just stop doing. And I've noticed one thing, that previously in last month when I started this challenge, I was doing on this challenge. I said to my father that I would stop consuming sugar, and he just said that not to go that much hard on myself and consume at least something, or at least little on few occasions. But I knew one thing, that if I even consume once, then it just make me really feel bad from myself. But then what's the point of doing something like this if I would be consuming once or twice? So I would be going really hard on the things which I would be sharing with you guys. If I have to do these things, then I have to do these things. So I would be doing these things during this challenge. So first let me check if someone wants to ask or someone is there or not. Oh, so from that I remember that in the morning I didn't have any expectation that someone would follow me or someone would even watch my stream. So in around 12, as I mentioned earlier, just around 12 I started my first stream, and I don't know what was I even saying. I was just trying to move on and just go on, so that I at least I could start some streaming. And someone followed me from this stream and even commented something. I think it was a bot or something, but still someone commented in the chat, and I gained one follower from that also. So let me check my stream if someone is there, or someone is might be asking something. Also, guys, can you please wait for a minute, because someone is there outside, so I have to go for a while. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Am I live? How to check is someone watching or not? I have no idea on how to check on click because it's just showing I'm live. That's it. So let's just move on. If someone wants to ask something or is someone there, then just kindly leave a something on in the chat so that I could see. Okay, so I thought a lot during today also in this morning after sleeping in the morning. I thought a lot why not to just start speaking in my native language, which I have been speaking from past 20 plus years, because it's easy for me to speak in my native language. But the thing I've realized is that if I just do things which I really know or I just already know, then how would I improve on the things which I really wanted to do? And I do those things which I really wanted to do. For example, I would speak much better English when I'm talking to someone than speaking just with myself or facing this camera, because it is something really new for me to just speak in front of the camera and there is no one to revert back to whatever I'm saying or just want share something of their own self. Maybe later on if someone joins in the chat, then I could feel little more normal. So for now we can just keep going. So yes, so what I was saying was that from tomorrow I will be starting my 300 days challenge, and during this challenge I would be doing a lot of things which I have written, but my main motive is just to do those things which I would tell you also and I have planned. Because if I plan something and I don't do that thing, then that makes me really sad, even if even one single thing is left. And that was the problem which recently last month when I started this challenge which I was facing, that I have written so many things that even I was used to wake up at till almost around 2 to 3 in the morning, and then just wake up around 5 or 6 in the morning again, and still couldn't do even 70 to 80% of the things I wrote. So this was something I really lately realized, that I need to be specific about the things which I would be doing during this challenge, and at the same time I have to follow those things which I have written. So yes, now let's just share with you guys the things which I have written, which I would be doing this during this challenge. September. So the top, so I've segregated the things in two layers, which the first is horizontal layer. First thing is a the things which are the top priority, which I would be doing at any cost, or I would say I would be doing both. But so I have categorized 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 things which I would be doing during this challenge. But among these seven, four things are the four main things which I are the priority things which I would be doing during this challenge. I have segregated them from the others, but even if you do, I just, and the reason behind segregating these things are that even if I plan things and then if I not segregate the things which are the priority list, matlab I can't even leave single day these things, then what's the point of doing this? But still I'll do all those things, these things. Maybe someday I go out of challenge, but that's the thing now, that if I leave one thing, then that creates a long impact in my brain that I didn't do one thing, and that gives me the liberty to do not do that same thing on the next day, and then it becomes the habit. As I noticed earlier also during last month when I started the challenge, that first day of the challenge I didn't read the 10 pages of self-help book, and then next day thought I would do next day, and then next day still I couldn't make it and didn't read. And during whole those 10 days I just only read about three on third or fourth day. One day I read 10 pages. So I realized one thing, that the more I take liberty from myself, the more my brain goes in that comfort zone, that if you are taking liberty for this, then you can also relax more and not do one more thing, or skip one thing which you have planned. So I don't want that. So I will be doing these seven things. So the top four things, which still I would say the top most important thing which I would be doing daily for next 300 days would be, first is streaming. Currently I am live on YouTube and Kick. I would try it. I would not try. I would work on Twitch, but I think this might be not possible together, or to go live on all three platforms. As I could see earlier when I went live on even two platforms on YouTube and Kick, still the Kick stream was lagging a bit. I could see that, and I don't know whether it is currently lagging or not. What I can see is just from the video that it is not lagging, but I don't know. I'll check later. So streaming, why streaming? I chose streaming because I have realized that there are many things which randomly pops in my head, and I just never initiate those things and act on them. And then years went by, and then just those things remain in your head only. And just then I think that what might have happened if I just started doing those things. So I don't want to just keep that regret in my mind. And also one more reason why I chose streaming was because I was as last challenge I was uploading reels on Instagram and posting daily one video of myself speaking in front of the camera. So my main motive was just to overcome my fear of facing the camera. So I thought it might work, that my communication skills will improve, but just speaking in front of the camera for almost not even 2 to 3 minutes, that would not do much good to me. So I thought, why not to start streaming and speak for all as much as I can. That would do much good to me and my communication skills. And also at the same time, I was planning for many weeks that why not to start streaming and look and improve and see what if something is it really something which really excites me. So first thing is streaming. Second is Instagram, because I really wanted to do YouTube, but I've realized one thing, that in today's world, if you are doing something and leaving one thing, then it might be not no good. Like, just I also feel that I am at that point of time that if I'm doing content creation or social media or something online, then I have to go all in on all platforms. Not I can't do just like uploading videos on YouTube and not make use of the opportunity of Instagram, like how much possibility and opportunity Instagram gives. I would be also posting daily on Instagram. And Instagram, I have divided into two categories. So also the main reason I took Instagram as my priority was just because I also I am also planning to start my agency. So why I'm starting agency? Well, I'm also preparing for an entrance right now, and I'm doing this and then starting agency. That's something which you might be wondering why I'm doing this. So, so the main reason of me starting agency is that I have been doing or trying things online a lot from past 3 to 4 years. One of the things which Hello, hello. Shit. My mic was off from last how many, don't know how many. I've spoken so much and my mic was off. No issue. So first let me put charger in the laptop because my battery is about to die. So I thought that someone was watching me. I had one viewer, but why he left? So my audio was off from last almost half an hour. Shit. So let me check first. Am I audible? Yes. So the thing which I was talking about is that first of all, haircut. So last week I just cleared my whole head and just got my beard shaved. And I know I look little awkward because I myself am also not familiar with this. But I just wanted to get this because I always try to do as much I can to get bald because I see how a lot of people view me and change how they just make a opinion about me just based on my appearance, and which is something which helps helps me. So what I was talking was that from tomorrow, the 300 days challenge which I would be starting from tomorrow, I would be doing 7 things daily on daily basis. And the reason behind choosing only doing 7 things is because last month when I started doing this challenge, then it became so much exhausting to me that I couldn't even do 50% of the things which I listed down to do during this challenge, and which really breaks me when I decide to do something and I plan to do something and I couldn't even do one thing among them. Then that I feel that gives my mind liberty to take more liberty on things which I have planned, and then that becomes a habit and demotivates me. So I have written few things, but the top most important things which I really wanted to do during this challenge. So those 7 things I have written down, I would be sharing with you guys also. One of them is streaming. I chose streaming because during the last month, the challenge which this 300 days challenge I was doing, I plan to upload daily a single reel on Instagram of me speaking in front of the camera, and to do this on next 300 days, just with the motive to improve my communication skills. But I noticed one thing, that to speaking in front of the camera for 2 to 3 minutes was not doing much good to me, and so that's why I thought why not to start streaming, because I was also planning to stream from last few months. I just wanted to do streaming just because this was something which fe- gave me really excitement in my head. So I thought, why not to give it a try? Because I have also noticed one thing, that whenever one idea or random idea pops in my head, and I just don't initiate or not act on it, then it just I just get into that loop of just procrastinating and just keeping that idea in my head and not acting on it. And there are things which are like this, and years have passed by and I haven't acted on them. And one of the most important example of that is calisthenics. I always during the school times, when even I was in around 6th to 7th standard, I always wanted to learn calisthenics. I was really into it. And I during that time, I didn't have much good appearance, but I have a good physique. I would say at that time I used to go do around 30 pull-ups in a one go, which was something, because in my class, or I don't think in my school also, someone used to do pull up more than me, as much I remember, because there was no competition, so I can't say exactly how am I right or not. So I have noticed one thing, that if I don't act on the things which I something which pops in my head and which really feels exciting to me, and then the times pass by and then I just get in that loop of just procrastinating and keeping that thing in head. So streaming is something which I lately from last few months realized that I want to do. And one of the reasons which convinced me to start doing this is because I want to improve my communication skills, and which can be only done if I speak with someone or face the camera. So because I want to also create content, and how can I create content if I couldn't face the camera? So streaming might give me a better option, or I would say the best option to improve my communication skill and at the same time just do the things which I really wanted to do. So that's why I chose streaming. So I would be choose streaming daily for minimum 2 hours. It can be in two times, twice in the morning 1 hour and in the evening 1 hour, or might be in one go for 2 hours. But it depends. But my goal is to just do stream on daily basis for at least 2 hours, which would be around 600 hours of streaming until this end of this challenge. So my aim is just to keep doing this challenge, and then this time I have to complete this challenge, because from last many years you can just see from that in the beginning, from 2 years ago when I started this challenge, my plan was to go do this for a week so that I could make a habit. Then I just started procrastinating, and then I just in my head keeping calculating that no, now I would go for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then go for a month, then 90 days. But I couldn't start this challenge. So this time my goal is just to start doing things which I couldn't do from last few years. Maybe it would be awkward, it would be bad, not good, but at least if I do those things on consistently on daily basis, then I might improve on those things. And I know for a fact one thing, that if you don't know something or you want to do something or learn something, the best thing you can do is just start doing the thing which you want to do, and do that consistently daily. Because I've realized one thing, that in the past I have tried doing many things, like doing learn video editing and go pro at video editing, doing calisthenics, getting in shape. And the only thing which stopped me is just when I give up or just stop in the middle. So now I have realized is just to keep going on. So my goal is to just do these things for 300 days, because if I do for 100 days, then they would say that might be lucky, or that okay, not so good. 300 days is just to prove myself that yes, it's not luck, that I could do 100 days, which 3 months or 4 months or 6 months I could do with my own wish for as much I can, and I can improve. So I have written 7 habits to do. So first is streaming, 2 hours a day minimum daily from tomorrow. Second, Instagram, posting on Instagram on my own page, and also I was speaking between and my audio was not working. So I am also a website developer, and I create websites of many. I have created websites for many companies. So I want to start my own agency, and the agency would not be only about website, but many other things which I have learned till now. From last 3 to 4 years, I've been trying on many different things like video editing, created a YouTube channel because I didn't have enough courage to show my own face. So I created a faceless channel which even gained around 3,000 plus subscribers on YouTube. And basically, what I used to do was I used to upload football edits on that Instagram or YouTube channel, and I almost gained almost around 1 million of reach on that YouTube page. And the reason behind starting that YouTube page was just because I couldn't face the camera. So I started that YouTube channel where I used to upload football edits. And the two things which I learned from that there was that first I improved my editing skills as I was editing daily one video and I was uploading as a short. And second thing that I have realized that even if I gain numbers like currently it might have around 3,200 subscribers on YouTube on that page, but it didn't give me much happiness which I would get if even I gave 100 followers, even 50 followers from here. Because while I was gaining followers and my reels were going, shorts were going viral, I noticed one thing that was something which I did not, that was not something which I really wanted to do. I wanted to create my own community of people with whom I can connect, chat with them, know about them. But how would I do so if I would not show my face? Because what I was doing was I was making edit of other footballers and players, and people were following those pages because of those footballers, not because of me. So I wanted to do for myself. So that's why I just stopped it that in between, and I started my e-commerce store with my younger brother, and we were doing well. We were trying many different products, and we were also started getting sales, but we had to shut it down in between because of funds. We were out of funds because neither he was earning nor I was earning, and all our savings were gone in just testing products. Then after that, I started creating website for other people, and currently I am doing that as a side hustle and just creating some money, collecting some saving money for things which I really wanted to do. Like currently, I'm streaming on my laptop, and my laptop is just gone. Its battery is gone. Couldn't even stand for 1 hour. Half of my laptop's keys are not working, but so I want to buy a new laptop. So I'm just saving up for that from that side hustle. Also, but the main reason was to start agency was just to provide these services on through that page, because I am now planning to expand my website business a little more wide, and I need a place where I could show that yes, I and I have few more people that we can do. Me and my team create websites, and we have done something. Because it's really hard in today's world. What I've realized is to show people that yes, we are genuine. Because I have got many deals, and then just because of trust issues, people don't trust on us that we might be scammer or something. So they didn't trust on us, and then they switch on other developers. So my plan is to start an agency, and for which I would be posting. I am not sure that I would be posting on alternate day or daily or weekly. Probably weekly, but I would be making clear this in a while. So my plan is to post on Instagram on my own platform, and then on that agency page. And then third is study for entrance, which would be I would be doing almost around maybe 50% of the days, maybe 150 days, because my exam is coming closer, and it's really important to do focus on that also. So I would be studying almost at least 8 hours a day. I would, and when I say I might try, na, then that takes away that my brain seriousness of that thing. So I will not try. I would study 8 hours a day from tomorrow for almost 100 and 150 day until my exam is over. Fourth thing which is I would be doing from tomorrow to next 300 days is something really new and really interesting which I found out recently, and which is to cold mail people. So I would be cold mailing people and cold approaching people on different platforms, and my goal from there is just to so that I could know and create or grow my own circle, because I want to connect people same who who have same intentions or same goal and working on those things which I am really interested in. So I would be just trying to reach those kind of people of same, I would say, same mindset people. And one thing I've realized is that there is, while cold approaching people and convincing them or connecting with them, it takes a lot of skills, and I really wanted to learn those skills, because I have realized that in today's time, if you can't communicate with people and cannot initiate a conversation and convince them, and these are the skills, if you can't do those, you are really at the back end of one. At least you have one disadvantage, clearly one disadvantage with you. So my aim is to just at least cold mail and cold approach one person daily for next 300 days from tomorrow, and maybe I get reply or I not don't get reply back or whatever. This my aim is to just approach them and improve myself on every text or every approach I do daily. Then fifth and sixth is the one of the most important things which I really feel these are very important for me, because these two things are things which I've been procrastinating from almost 4 to 5 years. I really wanted to do, and so first is food. I want to eat healthy and just stop eating all the junk food and sugar, but I just couldn't make a habit for this. So I just want to lose my face fat and get my face more in a shape and my body in my shape. So my main objective from this is just to get best physique of my life until now in 20 plus years. So from doing eating food and workout, second is workout. So these are two things, and the main thing is just to change my appearance, how I look. I want to really gain muscles, and my aim is directly to just get in the best shape of my life until now. I want to have abs, body, my dream physique, which I really want. So, food, under this, I would not be consuming any kind of sugar for next 300 days. I know saying is very easy, but I know that next month I have my brother's engagement, cousin brother's engagement, and that brother is very close to me, and we have spent a lot of time together. So I know it might be hard for me, but I'll complete it, because if I say I'll try, then it would give me my mind, my brain liberty that yes, I have said I try, so I can forgive myself for 1 day or 2 day. But no, I would not be consuming a single sugar or any junk food. I know it would be very hard, especially if you are Indian and living in India currently. Then so it's like you and you are living on, especially if you have no earning or something like that, decent amount of earning, then you are done, because in India we have lot of festivals like Diwali is coming up, and there would be many tough times I know during this challenge where I would be tempted to eat junk food or mainly sugar, because next month my brother's cousin's engagement is there, then Diwali is there, then New Year is there, then my cousin brother's wedding is there. So I have to resist a lot of temptation of sugar, but I'll try my best to do so. And then the first, second, third, fourth, first, second, third, fourth, sixth thing is workout. This is something really I wanted to do, because not just eating clean diet is important, but if I have to gain the muscles which I really want to do and create my dream physique, for that I have to do workout and calisthenics, because also I would be learning calisthenics, because when I was in school I really wanted to do calisthenics. I was really into calisthenics, but in school I wasn't even serious that my exams were going on, and I just never just put in my head and focused on thing to learn calisthenics properly. So this is something which was my dream from many years, I would say from school days. So now I would be learning calisthenics, and my challenge is just to at least, not I would say at least, yes, I would say at least to get able to do things which I really wanted to do. I will be sharing more exact in calisthenics, because I couldn't tell you now what how could I measure up that what things at what point I have to get calisthenics. But if I have to give idea, then I would say that I have to, my aim is to, during this challenge I have to at least get 70% at the pro level of calisthenics that people do, like doing clean handstand, muscle up, handstand, and on finger stand, that's doing handstand on fingers. These things I have to do, learn at least 70% of the finish at least minimum 70% of the calisthenics, and then workout. My aim is to first, because during the last month when I tried doing this challenge, I noticed something that I have noticed. My plan was to do workout twice a day, once in the evening and once in the morning, and one would be outdoor and one would be indoor. But now I have realized is that it becomes really heavy, because my body used to feel really exhausted and I wasn't even getting proper sleep because of so much things I've written down. So during this challenge, now my main goal is to go for a run and do one outdoor workout, and then second, not proper workout, but I would say do calisthenics and do a home workout. So which is my main objective in workout. Going run for running daily, either in evening or in morning, doesn't matter, but I have to go and do running and push-ups and pull-ups. These three things, so I have to do daily: push-ups, pull-ups, and run. And fourth, I would say plank daily. If I, because these are four things which are most important if I have to get in my best shape. Then seventh and last thing is read books, because I have realized one thing lately that if we sit down and just focus on ourselves and see inside us, then we have lot of areas where we can improve. And I've realized that we can improve how we talk, how we even how we walk or stand, and our body posture, and it creates a lot of effect or impact on how people see us and how our image is shown to others. So I really wanted to work on this and read books. I have also added a section in this. So not only reading book, one thing is to I would be reading daily at least a minimum 10 pages of self-help book, which would be difficult, very hard, I know, but I would be doing that daily for next 300 days. And the second in this is just to learn something new on daily basis. For example, watching lectures and videos on how to speak and when to pause and what body postures to have while sitting or while standing or while walking. These are very basic things. Whenever I talk with someone and I speak with someone and he says something like, why are you are 22, 23 years old and you are learning how to talk or how to walk? That's so funny to even hear. But if we just realize and sit down and just think about it, that we doesn't even maintain a good posture even during this while streaming. I also might didn't have that. Having a good posture is really important, I have noticed, because whenever I am in a public space, and I've noticed a few things, that how I stand, how I talk, and what body posture I maintain, it creates a lot of impact on the person who is watching me and hearing me. And that's something which I really wanted to work on myself. So that's why I have added two things. First is reading books so that I could improve intellectually, and the second is to learn these basic things, like not to overshare things or not to cut someone in between. These are something really small. Like if someone is talking, then you have to listen, not to just counter or just be in your head. And I have noticed something in myself also while I'm talking to my own siblings, that whenever he or she, my brother or my sister is talking to me, I am just not in my head and not listening to him 100%, and which comes under the communication part. So I want to really improve that thing, that if I'm talking to someone and we are having a good conversation, then if he is talking, then I have to focus 100% and give them and listen them clearly. And so these are some really basic things which I will be learning during this in this category. So 7 things which I would be doing. First is streaming daily for minimum 2 hours. Second is Instagram, uploading on my own Instagram page and agency one. Third is entrance, giving 8 hours, which is something which would not go till end of this challenge, but 100 and 150 days I would be doing this consistently until my exam phase is over. This fifth is cold mailing, at least 1% daily for next 300 days from tomorrow. Sixth is food, to have a good diet. I will not be eating no sugar, no junk food, and good food. Also one thing, yes, when I say about food, then not only about not eating sugar and junk food, but also what to eat, because not eating also is one part, and then eating good diet is also very important. So I have taken 3 things, because I am a vegetarian, but I eat eggs, so I'm not a proper non-vegetarian. So first thing is, every day for next 300 days from tomorrow, I would be consuming at least one thing on daily basis. One is either a glass of milk or a glass of juice, of fruit juice, or egg as a diet, healthy diet. So this is something which I would be doing. So streaming, Instagram, study for entrance, cold mailing daily, food, workout. Workout includes calisthenics, learn calisthenics, at least 70% of the calisthenics. Going daily for a run, doing daily pull-ups, doing daily push-ups until my maximum limit. And then seventh is reading books, at least minimum 10 pages of self-improvement book, plus learning basic communication skills and body posture and other self-improvement areas which I think I always wanted to do and improve on myself. So these are basic 7 things, but I have noticed one thing, that these are so simple things that people don't even do, and when we look up and sit and just analyze our day, that we don't even go for a walk daily. Leave daily, we don't even go for a week. We don't have proper diet, don't have proper sleep schedule, and then we are just complaining that what is happening with us. So my goal is to simple, to make a good routine which I've planned, and do this for next 300 days from tomorrow, so that I could have a dedicated plan and a routine until I went. So what I want from this challenge is, I haven't shared, maybe let me share. So why I am doing this challenge is that my main objective is, first the main objective is that I just want to live regretful, and don't want to have no regret later, that maybe I should have started work. If things have worked or not worked, that's a different thing, but at least I should have tried to do things. So I don't want to have that regret later, that I haven't even tried things. So I want to live out of that fear of regret. And second, just improve on the things and do things which I really wanted to do from last many years. So 7 basic simple things, and I would repeat it again. First is streaming for 2 hours, minimum 2 hours daily. Doesn't matter in continuous or in 1 hour in morning and 1 hour in evening, but stream daily for at least minimum 2 hours. Second is posting on Instagram, my own handle and then agency's handle. Posting on my own handle, then I would be posting daily, because that's something I really. So let me tell you one thing. Let me share one thing. When I started posting on Instagram, and I used to post those football edits on my Instagram page, I gained almost around 2,600 followers, 2,600 followers on that Instagram page, and many of my reel went viral, gained millions of views, lakhs of views. I still remember. And then I just stopped posting in middle, and then my friends, my own school classmate, one of my own school classmates started posting on Instagram, and now currently, just because they started posting and they never stopped, they currently have 13-14K followers on Instagram. I even pushed my sister to start posting on Instagram, and now she is almost, from last 100 days she is posting daily, and she gained almost around 1,050 followers currently she have, and she's posting daily. So I've realized one thing, that giving advice to someone is really easy, but taking your own advice to yourself is very, very hard. So I would be posting daily on Instagram on my own personal handle, because I have been procrastinating from very long time. So first is streaming, second is Instagram, third is studying for next 150 days, at least 8 hours daily. Fourth is cold mailing daily, at least one person. Fifth is food, which includes diet, like eating healthy, either a glass of milk or a juice, fruit juice, or an egg, and no sugar and no junk food for next 300 days. This would be one of the most difficult challenge, I know, because as I told you earlier, that in India there are a lot of festivals, and especially for me it would be really difficult, but I would be doing, because if I have to get in best shape, then I have to do these things. Then for second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth is workout and calisthenics. Seventh is reading books plus learning other self improvement on myself. And there are few things which I've written which I want to break, and one few of them are just so these seven habits that I mentioned which I would be doing daily. And then there are a few things which I would not be doing or breaking those habits, which is that I would not be consuming or using Instagram more than 1 hour from tomorrow for next 300 days. And even just using for 1 hour is just because of me, because I would be posting on Instagram. So I need some content or some ideas and niches on how to create content for myself. So that's why I would be using Instagram, or else no Instagram from tomorrow for next 300 days. Second, to junk food, which I would be breaking no. Third is procrastination. I noticed one thing that I waste a lot of time, almost maybe hours, 3 to 4 hours on daily basis, just thinking in my head about things which I really want to do and not doing those things, and I waste so much time. So I would not be procrastinating. This is one thing which I really wanted to do from many, many years, to break that loop of procrastination. So I would not be procrastinating. And also at the same time, there are many more habits which I want to make. That, for example, one of them is not giving too much judgments, passing too much judgments, or judging other people, and accepting things like whatever is happening with me is just because of my own actions. So that I take responsibility and accountability of myself, that whatever happens with me is because of me, not question and just throw something on others. No advice to anyone until someone asks or I think it is necessary need. There are few other things from this which I wanted to do. So yeah, this is first time. So currently I am streaming from last almost 1 hour and 2 minutes. It's something really new, but I really am enjoying this. So one more thing, that if there is, I know currently I can't see someone watching except me. Maybe later on people are watching. So for those people who are watching this later, I just wanted to say one thing, that you might see me someone as like what he's doing, how he's talking, and this is something I really wanted to improve. It's easy for me to speak on in my native language and just go and do things which I really am doing and comfortable in those, but that would something which will not help me improve or do achieve things which I really wanted to do. So that's why I'm trying to overcome my fears and anxieties. So yeah, I think I have spoken too much for now. I am currently working on this plan from tomorrow, but yes, one thing is for sure, that from tomorrow I will give my all for this challenge, and I will just go all out from tomorrow, and I would be sharing this with you guys on daily basis because I would be streaming also daily. So yes, this is something for now, and I just don't wanted to. I wanted to start streaming, and I just don't wanted to do typical things like come and just start streaming gaming and just go. I wanted to do something connect with you guys. So if someone, I think for now it's, I think for now it's, I'll leave it there. So as I can see, I'm done with what I wanted to speak. But I would be streaming in the night today also, and I would be sharing the final thoughts and final things which I would be doing. Yes, so that's for now. I'm working on this. So actually, I have made a plan and I have made a routine, but I'm working on it more so that I can look on things and improve and look on things with what I can improve. So yes, that's for now. I'll see you guys today in night. Well, when I'll come back again for third time in a day. For then, bye.